bro, I missed out on his challenge. I wanted my first one to be all of us, and man wanted to go and get dessert. But anyways.
Oh, where from?
Casper Creams. Not in Alton. He's chilling there with his friends.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways.
Hey guys. I wanted him to remember about an Oreo waffle. Can I call him?
Welcome after this. Okay. We're running. Hey guys, welcome to Kitchen Counter Chat, and today I am joined with my brother and sister. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
Hey guys, I'm Nodreen, aka Style with Substance on YouTube.
Hey guys, my name is Rio, aka DJ Rio-D. Link should be in the description.
I'll think about it. So today we're going to be discussing the topic of insecurities.
Okay.
Alright.
So yeah, so we're going to be just looking at basically what is insecurities. What are your insecurities first of all, and how do you think that they came about?
So I think growing up for me has always been tough because we live in the UK, so the media and all the images they put out there is very European facial features. So it's, you know, a sign of beauty is you've got a slim nose, you've got somewhat full lips and really big eyes.
I don't think full lips.
Okay, maybe the full lips thing is more recent. It's more recent. But yeah, no, it's always been having a slim nose, and your nose is always at the centre of your face. So I've always kind of felt a bit insecure because of the fact that mine is slightly bigger than everything I was seeing in the media. But I think, and I probably went through a good long few years where I was like, if I had the money, I would like get plastic surgery. Okay. Yeah. But I think I learned to accept my nose when I started learning how to do my makeup and contouring and knowing how to kind of work with what you've got. So I would say that, yeah, it's important to grow. I think if you have an insecurity and you're really young, like give yourself time to grow into your features and to really mature, because you might feel differently about it in a few years' time. I'm not I'm not pro or against plastic surgery. Yeah. I'm very indifferent about it, but I think that give yourself time to grow into your facial features or your physical features, and you might feel differently about it in the future.
And so do you think it was like solely media, or did you go through any experience that like brought up that insecurity, or was it just?
I mean, I think a couple of people probably pointed it out, but I don't think I've ever had any hugely negative experiences of people saying, "Oh, you got a big fat nose." But I think it was more me. A lot of insecurities are very internal, and it's very much you see it, but not everybody else notices it.
That's a very good point.
For me, when it comes to the physical insecurities, one I had in the past was being skinny, like rib cage. It's just out there, like you're in jail and you're just walking past prisoners, like rib cage is just there. But obviously, as I've grown now and I've ate more, I've gotten over that. And every now and then I might be like, oh, I could put on more weight, or maybe sometimes I get a bit of a belly for like 3 weeks and I'll be like, oh, I could lose that. But I think what keeps me sane is that knowing that I've been where I want to be, so I know I can get back there or whatever. So a lot of these things, I think that's why I'm quite laid back about them, because I know that when I decide to pattern up, I'll get
patterned up.
Yeah, pattern up. But I think two of my biggest insecurities in the past was, one was I think just I don't know if it's pride or dignity, but in the past when I get angry, it's usually because somebody was somebody was testing that basically, and that's why. And I'd lash out in anger because I felt like I was being made to be this minuscule thing, even though what was going on was minor. And probably that's why I lashed out in so much anger, to show that, hey, I was out here, innit? You can get this lunchbox. Yeah, I think the other thing in the past as well was my smarts. So when I was in primary school, I didn't think I was going to make it past year 2. And I got past year 2, but I was like, now I've got to do year 6, and I still don't know my times tables.
4 more years.
Then I got to year 6, and I was like, okay, I don't know, I still kind of don't know my time. I don't know my timetables off by heart to this day. Then I got to year 7, I was like, I don't even know my timetables by heart. And what's the algebra with letters in maths? Do you know what I mean? I just kept thinking like, I'm not going to make it. I might be homeless, do you know what I mean? But God's grace, I'm studying at University of Kent, philosophy and sociology. You know, and I think that's why I think I always wanted to learn stuff, and it wasn't until I met somebody that put me onto like the books that I guess could entice me, then I started to like read a lot and buy a lot of books, like a lot of books. I've got about 80 books in the space of half a year. So
you could say you used your insecurity for a positive, because
yeah.
you're like, I say you're one of the smartest people I know, and I go to you when I need.
One of not the.
It's funny you should say that, because I feel like mine kind of would be like a mixture of yours. So I feel like one of my biggest insecurities is feeling like I'm not rated, if that makes sense. So I feel like, I don't know, but people, like, I go out and I feel like, oh, people just don't rate me kind of thing. So I can feel like people don't think I'm that smart. So when you said you're smart, so I get where you're coming from, or people, so when, like, it's an insecurity and it comes out when I hear that someone's gone to someone else. So like if I hear someone's come to you for advice or something, I'm like, oh, was I not good enough kind of thing, or if, like, yeah, so it comes out, and then it can come through, that insecurity can cause jealousy as well. But yeah, like even that has come out like not being like rated, not being enough in terms of, say, a relationship or something, and then feeling like that's why, or not being smart. So yeah, I feel like not being rated is, I'd say, does that make sense?
Yeah. Maybe 50% of the world struggle with confidence, and that could be confidence in terms of what you look like, or confidence in terms of how you feel as a person, you know, how other people perceive you. So I think that was a big one for me. And again, it's another one that I feel like comes with age. It comes with the knowledge of your abilities and what you learn that you're capable of. So I think for me, the confidence really showed itself in how I interacted with people and how I made friends or met new people. Like, I'd always be scared to go up to new people or approach new people because I was like, oh, like, this is the fear of rejection. They're like, no, go away. Which I wouldn't say I've 100% got over, but I think now if I went and I would put myself in a social situation where I didn't know anybody, I think I'd be comfortable to go up to somebody and be like, hey, I'm Nodreen, nice to meet you. Yeah.
How did you go about getting over it? Or was it like doing it like over and over again, or?
Was it conscious as well, or did you just kind of like, oh, one day you're like, oh, I can talk to people?
I think that's a good question. No, I think one day I just kind of realised that I'd just gotten over it. I think a lot of it came to do with being on YouTube, funny enough, even though you're not directly talking to people, you realise that people respect what you have to say, and they appreciate what wisdom or stuff you're sharing. And also just putting myself in situations where I didn't know anybody and having to make new friends and meet new people. Going to work as well. I have like changed jobs quite a lot in the past 5 years, and always being the new person forced me to make new friends, make new acquaintances. So yeah, it's just, you just gotta throw yourself out there, I think. Yeah.
What about you? How do you feel like you
dealt? So the example I always use is like, in terms of physical insecurities, is of course like my body weight, and a lot of people don't even realise this, but my body weight fluctuates from day to night. So if someone comes up to me and say they're not sure in their body, I'll say, take a picture of yourself in the morning and then at night, and you'll see that at night is probably when you end up spending more time with your body in the mirror, because that's after you've bathed and everything, and that's after you've eaten as well, so you're a bit more plumped up, and in the morning you're a bit, so just to show that your body changes, and you've been there, you were there in the morning, so you could get back there. So I see it as like a sat nav. So let's say I want a goal or a destination, and at first I'm insecure about myself because I'm not there. That's like, let's say maybe the sat nav is fuzzy and it's not kind of sure how to get there. But if I make it to that destination, then it maps out the route, and then let's say if I relapse and go back, I'm gonna have more confidence because I know that I've taken this route before, and not only that, but like I remember how to get there. So that's how I see the physical things, and a lot of insecurities. Let's say I used to read so much, because I did used to read a lot, but I don't let that get on top of me because I know that I have read a lot. So it's not something that is out of my reach. So I guess it doesn't stop me having insecurities, but it stops me from feeling like helpless towards the insecurity. In terms of like the anger, so how do I get over that?
The pride.
Yeah, you see with that, I'm not even gonna, I don't know. I don't know.
God.
Even you guys, like, no, I can't remember when it just stopped, but I think I just got tired of getting beats and told off after a while, really. But
and so that made you be like, do you know what? Calm your pride down.
Yeah, calm it down, and also I think investing or getting too involved with people sometimes as well, and like sometimes, you know, then when you get to the jokey stage with some people, they might not know when to stop and provoke the anger. So there's some people who I know, like I can see their sense of humor from like the first time I talk to them, and I know we're not gonna be mates. It's simply because you're gonna push the boundary, and I might push you, and you might push me back, and then we might get on the floor and have a scuffle or whatever. Sorry, I keep scratching my nose. Yeah.
Do you think that martial arts helped you at all? Because you do have to practice quite a bit of discipline there.
Yeah. The time, you know what? Actually, when I started working at Elite Gym, I can say when I met Shifa and Rochelle, I can say that's really when my anger issues just vanished.
Yeah.
Like I didn't have that anymore, just because I was so. I guess I had another goal. I felt like I had a first proper life goal. Like I was working for the first time. I was doing martial arts. I had something.
I was doing martial arts.
I ain't game wallahi. I'm still out here rocking Harachis, mashallah. I ain't game wallahi.
Riordan.
I'm still out here rocking Harachis, mashallah. I do mashallah with the axe as well. So I had somewhere to release anything pent up and anything about my pride. I was able to drop it and replace it with work and training and just discovering myself. So I think something replaced. I don't care about pride anymore. Like honestly, I don't think it's that important really. So that's
For me, it was maybe because again, like I was saying, insecurities can help you. So they're still there and they're still helping me. But like to stop it consuming me, maybe it was sort of self. Affirmation type thing. So I remember like 2 years ago when it was like at its worst, and I was like in between jobs, so it was that whole like, you know, going to work but it's not really where you want to be, and feeling like there's many days you take off and you're not doing much. And then I remember I was dating someone at the time, and we'd be messaging and he'd be like, oh, what are you up to? And it was my day off, so I had nothing that I was doing. But I remember that feeling of feeling like such a failure type thing. Like, and he'd ask me, what are you up to? And there's not much that I can really tell him, so I feel like I'd have to make things up and stuff. And then even when things were starting to go right, that insecurity was kind of still there, because in my head, it's like I never felt like I was enough, I was rated or whatever. So I remember I'd be at work, but I'd be editing, but I'd still be like, this isn't good enough, I'm not good enough type thing. But I remember having to sit and talk myself through it and just be like the smallest thing, big myself up for it, like just break it down and be like, yeah, you did this and it may not be that big, but there's people out there that can't do this. Like, it's good, like rate yourself, look at that colour correction, it's lit. Like, and I think when it really kind of went away, it never goes away fully, but yeah, I remember the moment when I was leaving the house, and this was when it was the first day. No, it wasn't the first day, but it was the first time actually telling someone, because even when I started this new job and I'm doing what I studied, I was still like, I hadn't really told people, it didn't feel real, I didn't feel like I deserved it almost, like again, insecurity is coming out. But I remember Daddy was home, and I remember leaving the house and just saying to him, I'm going to work, and knowing that I was going to work somewhere that like fulfilled me, and it was like, and I got a bit emotional, and he didn't see me like crying, like, oh my god, I'm going to work. but I just remember feeling like, yeah, I'm going to work kind of thing. And then it was after then that I started talking myself through everything, like, this is good, you've done this well, there was still that every time someone wanted to speak to me, I thought like, this is it. This is when I'm gonna get fired. But it took time, and I got there, and like that insecurity is still kind of there. But like I'm saying, now it's working to push me to be better, in all aspects. So within relationships as well, and in my life, and me as a person. So yeah.
And I think insecurities are good like that. Like I think that's what keeps us grounded. I think if we felt like we were invincible, we were perfect, like there's a certain level of being, there's that humility that I think a lot of people would lack. And there are, I mean, even I'm sure there's people with insecurities that really are not that humble, but I think it's what keeps us all grounded.
Yeah.
So I think it's good to have an insecurity.
Another thing, like top tip for people that, because you never know who has an insecurity, who doesn't. So one thing to do is like, let's say I've had a lot of people do this to me. They'll come up to me and they'll be like, you're really good at DJing, you know. How come my man is doing this and like you're here? And it's like, and to them, I don't know, more time I think they try and bogus, like they probably haven't even listened to the person they're talking about their mixes. But it's like, I know that my time is coming, do you know what I mean? And when people always come and say, nah, you're underrated, you should be better than that, you should be better than that, then it can get you feeling a bit aggy if you're not careful. So for me, like when someone comes and tries to start do that, like I'll shut it down straight away. I'll be like, he's where he is because he's earned to be there, and soon I'm gonna be there. Like I've only been doing this for 4 months, maybe now. Maybe, and I'm doing bits. So, but I'm gonna do more bits. But you just give me my time, like. And I think people do that a lot with careers. It's like, you work so hard. I see people that come into my office and they're doing this and that. And so they probably just don't like the person. The person probably actually does have a work rate as to why they're there. And them doing that can make you feel like, maybe society isn't rating me, like they're not. Because apparently even someone in there hasn't done anything to be there and I'm here. So, and then you feel like the world is against you. And so I think it's good to block that out or to not say that to people.
And another thing is, again, when people are coming to you on a lot of negative, they're putting their insecurities out onto you. So I've been in like many situations before where people have like tried to put me down and make me feel bad, and that's their own insecurities. Or when I speak on let's hypothetically say there's a potential relationship in my life, hypothetically speaking. But I've had a lot of people come to me with negatives about it and all the negatives that can come, and that is because they've been through a lot of negative in terms of when it comes to relationships. And like what I'd say is to people is like really just think about that before you do it, because I know people that have been through negatives in relationships and they're coming to me with nothing but positive, hypothetically, about what is happening. So yeah, just like really think, and at the same time, if you putting your insecurities on someone, you don't know what insecurities they're dealing with, so you coming, putting a double load onto them, that could be game over for them. Like you never know what reaction you're going to cause, so just really be careful with that.
Probably more as far as my goals are concerned rather than my insecurities. But I would say repeating positive words to yourself about the things that you feel insecure about is a really good way to trick your mind into believing whatever you want to believe. And I think also don't compare yourself to other people. You know, I think we've all been given our own battles to fight, and we've all been given, you know, the tools that we need to get through life our way. So don't look at someone else or don't look at other people and think, oh, why don't I have what they have? Because you don't need what they have to get through your own path in life. So comparison is a thief of joy. I think it's a really popular quote. It really is. So just don't compare yourself to others.
Know where you are. That way you know how long you might have to go, and know where you've been, so that if you're not there, you don't feel like you can't go back. Because if you've, let's say, been somewhere like in terms of physical, whether it be physical, mentally, career-wise, let's say you've had good times at least like 4 times throughout the year, but in between there it's been a bit rocky. You have nothing to worry about because you've shown yourself that even when it does get rocky, you've gone back. So know where you are, know where you should be, and know where you've been, and you should be alright. But insecurities can be positive.
Basically exactly what you guys said. Affirmation, don't compare yourselves to other people, compare yourself to no one but you. And like, say if it's a case of your body or something and you're not happy with it, look back at pictures of yourself where you are happy with your body back then, and that should be your goals. So then it feels more achievable because it's you. You've done it before, like you said. So yeah, just own your insecurities, work out what to do, like face them like head on and be like, yeah, got some bingo wings, they're there, what am I gonna do about it, kind of thing. And yeah, don't think of it as a bad thing. The minute you put it in a bad light, it's almost like you'll shut the door on it and not really address it. So something to work with.
Yes, you can never really get rid of bingo wings.
You told me that, that's a lie.
No, it's true.
No, they're going.
No, I mean, like, obviously when you flex you can show it off, but whenever you do this, even bodybuilders when they're on like 0% body fat, whenever they do that it jiggles. So
really, I'm just out today.
It's always gonna be there.
Yeah, but I don't think those are bingo wings. I think they're just excess skin, isn't it?
Just so people know. It's alright.
So yeah, thank you so much.
I might do the prayer.
So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope it helped you guys, even if it only helped one person. Hope you can take something from this and it starts a conversation and we don't shut off about our insecurities and let them fester. And thank you to both of you for being here. Do you want to plug yourselves one last time?
Yep, DJ Rio-D, link in the description. It's going to be my Mixcloud. Follow me on my Mixcloud. My SoundCloud is currently inactive, so that's the best place to follow me. And booking details are my email, which is on my Instagram, which will be there, and etc. etc.
Nodreen, again, Style with Substance here on YouTube. Leoni will probably pop a link to my channel in the description box. But thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here, and yeah, cool. Alright.
Are we not gonna just go?
You're fat, move. Not joking. Don't get insecure.
That was good, guys.
Thanks.
Are you
ready?
Like, topic.